मुहम्मदिन सल्ले अला करीमिना सल्ले अला मुहम्मदिन सल्ले अला नबीना सल्ले अला मुहम्मदिन सल्ले अला नबीना सल्ले अला मुहम्मदिन सल्ले अला हबीबिना सल्ले अला मोहब्बत के नग़मात गाएंगे हम अख़ुवत की ताने उड़ाएंगे हम सल्ले अला नबीना सल्ले अला मुहम्मदिन सल्ले अला नबीना सल्ले अला मुहम्मदिन सल्ले अला हबीबिना सल्ले अला मुहम्मदिन सल्ले अला रहीमिना
ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته يا أمير المؤمنين.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Nowadays, they talk about the fate of the trench. We will discuss that because of the storm dust, the enemies that may therefore run away from the battlefield. And we get detail as to how this been happen and how the enemy that they run away from the battlefield. When Allah the Almighty, they don't move the enemy them away, the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam been therefore say that now from now on we will be on the offensive, and ever since and ever possible for the enemy for attack, for be on the offensive until Makkah, the Muslims then they conquer them. After that, nothing will be happen. Nevertheless, they mention that by the time they declaim, all the enemies they may therefore run away from the battlefield. And the Holy Prophet being therefore allowed the Muslims therefore return home, and they've been glad for return home, and they've been glad. The mention saying the ambush will last for 15 days, and some other versions say it lasts for 20 days, and some then say it will be very close to 1 month with this ambusher been there. Concerning the fate of Uhud, the one day we die, now the 9 people, Sa'id bin Mu'adh will be wounded bad one. After a few days, he been therefore die. Anas bin Auf, may Allah be pleased with him. Abdullah bin Sa'al, may Allah be pleased with him. Tawfal bin Nu'man, Salha bin Adi, Ka'ab bin Zaid, Qais bin Amr, bin Zaid bin Amr, Abdullah, Abu Sinan bin Saifi bin Sakh, and 2 companions where Abadan already talked about, and we've been going for gather news about Abu Sufyan themselves been die, and the total now up to 11 companions and 1 pardon. Now the Sulaid, the other ones Sulaid, we've been going for gather news. The disbelievers now 3 die. Ammar bin Abdud, Khaira, and the other 2 will be attack the Muslims then they will attack them later on. 1 part them been die on the spot, another one been die after we return to Makkah. A miraculous end of the fate be happen when at the Battle of Khandak, Hazrat Bashir Ahmad write that after 20 days ambush, the enemies them army been therefore won away from the battlefield, and Banu Qurayza will be don't come for help them, and will be to support the enemies them. They may therefore go back into the compound, into the fence. Bakullos and no been there. Now the only 5 companions them be die, but Hazrat Sa'd bin Mu'adh had been so damaged and the wound be so deep that he not be able to survive, he been therefore die later. This now be a very big losses for the Muslim them, and for the enemies now be only 3 men them been die for them, and then after they mobilize as they been do, they not been get any power from mobilize again, and the prophet in word being therefore fulfilled, and in prophecy being fulfilled word for word. After the enemies they run away, a report they say the Holy Prophet then gave order to the companions of a return home, and they therefore left the battlefield and returned. And as the battle will come to an end, then nobody expect them, and hardship or stronger time not been there. And it never happen in the lifetime of the Holy Prophet for such kind of event for happen. So this will be a very tough time, and will be a trial for the Muslims then. And even the Muslims then see the danger, then be so afraid that their hearts been in their truth, then be so worried. And this been happen for almost 1 month. And the enemies then will be there after the death of the Muslims then, they may therefore continue and also join the Jews them, where the Holy Prophet been drive them for left Medina. Then Seth being therefore incite them, so they being therefore call upon them for make them go can destroy the Muslims them. And they all being therefore come attack the Muslims in Medina. And this not the truth. That if they be managed for attack Medina, no woman or Muslim no for don't survive. But now be only Allah in favor and self now for sure the power of Allah, that the enemies then being for run away from the battlefield without any success. The Muslims then being for tell God thank you, and then being for return home peacefully. And Banu Qurayza, the danger being for remain still, because the being for show the hypocrisy, and the being for go and hide themselves inside the fence with the hope say nobody not go drive them out. But in order for stop the hypocrisy, and it be necessary, because if them did a Medina, if it don't be dangerous for the Muslims then, because these not the enemies then will be there closer to the Muslims then. In the same way, Banu Nadir then test them. They have been just like snake where the need for pull and come out from the house. This is not how them been proved for be. Nevertheless, it be important for make sure that Banu Qurayza therefore drive them from the land. In the 5th year of Hijrah, some they say, in the 3rd year, and at the time they've been driven them out. But the Holy Quran mentioned this.
وأنزل الذين
وقذف في قلوبهم الرعب فريقا تقتلون وتعصرون فريقا وأورثكم أرضهم وديارهم وأموالهم وأرض لم تطئوها وكان الله على كل شيء قديرا. और उसने उन लोगों को जिन्होंने
And the translation now, the people of the book, we been take them out of the house. Some of them wanna defect them, some they kill them, some of them wanna don't take them as captives. And they been from Mekona, beneficiaries of them property and their houses. And that land where them been get, we on our foot not touch it, but Allah is powerful over anything we want for happen. And Banu Qurayza, the brief about them people are, this not be a sub-tribe of the Jewish people and we live near Medina. Banu Qurayza and Banu Nadir na been brother them from Prophet Aaron. One progeny na from Banu Qurayza and the other one na from Banu Nadir. Then two brother they are. Like I don't touch on this in the background in the previous sermon them. I don't touch upon them when they are in the previous sermon that Banu Qurayza that doing the faith, then being for become hypocrite and being for go against the agreement where they been get with the Muslims then, and they being for support the enemies them. So then betray the agreement the way they been get with the Holy Prophet. And when the Holy Prophets return from the faith field from Kandak, it being for pull come out in Sujaman clothes and go na Hazrat Aisha in house and ask for water. So then say it being for was first. Then it being for ask for perfume. Then it being for offer the Zuhur prayer. Hazrat Aisha say somebody being for come and tell we salam. It being therefore call, and the prophet being therefore watch to that person there, and I be the watch, and I been snap closer, and I been therefore think say something at dia kalbi. But this person self been get turban. The prophet being therefore go, and he being therefore say, Ya Rasulullah, you don't remove your uniform, you don't put down your weapon, but we not put down yet a weapon. And as the enemy been still there about for attack, people and say the angels them not pull out them body armor, they not put down yet them weapon, and this not be the angel, actually not being angel will come in the shape of the kalbi. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam then when get the order say good day, and the Prophet been therefore ask which way. Then the angel been therefore point to Banu Qurayza, and when the Prophet returned, Hazrat Aisha asked the Prophet, he said, what another person will be talk to? And the Prophet been therefore say, you been see him? And Hazrat Aisha been therefore say, yes, I see him. Then he been therefore ask, now what I feel say it look like? Hazrat Aisha been therefore say, if he bad here kalbi. And the Prophet been therefore say, no, not to be al kalbi, now be angel Jibril, and now be Jibril. Now they tell me that I forgo towards Banu Qurayza that they not put down the weapon them down yet. And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam been therefore go to Banu Qurayza, and the Prophet been therefore give order to the Sahaba them for make them all go pray to Banu Qurayza, the Asr prayer, and the obedience have been done like that. Some them they been therefore wash and go offer them prayer day in Sahih Bukhari. Then say some then say because the Prophet they don't give order that to for offer the prayer now Banu Qurayza them place. Then say whether we miss the time for Asr, make a pass, but we go and offer with prayer now Banu Qurayza them place. And then we therefore reach after the sun don't go down, and that now the time they offer the Asr prayer. And the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and not being condemned them one them will not offer them prayer before the Asr prayer they pass, or not condemn the one that say we pray before the sun they go down. The two positions and be okay with the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The Prophet being therefore called Hazrat Ali, and he being therefore given a black flag when our Waqab, and this in Sirat Bahari the mention and inside this book. Now they will get this detail here. First of all, we get this detail that the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam been sent Hazrat Ali with the group, and the Prophet being therefore they being after. Hazrat Bashir Ahmad writes on this point, Usai say that Usai the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam being returned from the fate of the trench and returned now home before it is done for us. You see in a vision that unless and until the hypocrisy of Banu Qurayza then deal with them, you know, before don't put down your weapon, and then you therefore give the order for immediately turn towards Banu Qurayza. Then you therefore give order to the Muslims then that honor all for go towards Banu Qurayza, and now they honor for offer honor Asr prayer. And Hazrat Ali then Muslim bin see Hazrat Ibn Maktum now be put in charge of Medina. Then on Wednesday, the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam being therefore put on a Jama'at clothes and take a spin in hand, and he being therefore take a helmet. He being therefore ride on a horse. The Muslims then get 36 horse, and they're all being therefore left Like all they talk about, now the 3,000 they left, 3,000 people and they go with the Holy Prophet. Already the Holy Prophet they don't send an advanced group where Hazrat Ali they lead that group there, where they been there before. And they mention say Hazrat Ali when he reached the place, he been therefore puts the flag. And when Banu Qurayza then see them, then therefore one go inside the fence and then start for curse the Holy Prophet and in wife them. Abu Qatada say, we no respond to them curse the Yahweh them be the curse. Ibn Gafar say, well, today we will settle all. The fate will settle all today. And the Holy Prophet also been therefore come at a place where them call Rahina. What's a well been did nearby, now they been camp. And Hazrat Bashir a touch about on this inside a book which I say when Hazrat Ali reached the place. I see Uyay bin Akhtab. When he have become part of the group of the enemies them. Openly, he began for curse the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and it been so embarrassing. The words them where it been used, it been so embarrassing against the Holy Prophet, and he left them. Hazrat Ali, when he reached with in group, and afterward and camp in the area, the Holy Prophet and in group self been therefore arrive at that time. Maybe they ride on top of a horse. And a large hammi become with the Holy Prophet. And when they reach now Banu Qurayza then fence, Hazrat Ali be the wait for the Holy Prophet to be therefore say, Ya Rasulullah, O Messenger of Allah, I hope it better for you make you not go in advance. The Prophet being therefore say, they don't say anything against me because Hazrat Ali be the stop them from making no go advance for go near them. Then Hazrat Ali been therefore say, yes, Rasulullah, that be don't curse you. Then the Prophet been therefore say, it's okay, it's fine.
But
The Hazrat Musa, they been torture him, they been curse him. Worse than waiting, then go do. Then the Prophet been therefore advance and they been get for camp. And according to another version, the Prophet been talk to Hazrat Ali and say, nothing not for worry about. Nobody no go talk to me, or nobody no go face me with any abuse or curse. Then they been therefore go forward. Concerning the battle, the mentions say, the companions them, Sa'ad bin Ubadah, been come with a bunch of tamar. At that time, the Prophet been therefore say, tamar fruit, a very good type of food for we. Also, another version, we see that the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam been therefore left early in the morning. And then they been therefore camp around the Banu Qurayza. Then they been therefore attack them with arrow. And Banu Qurayza self been the attack from them fence until evening time come. Then they continue with the attack. It continue for all night. Then the Prophet continued to attack them until they realize he escape not for them at all. Then they began for stop. Then they began for request. The Prophet say, let us negotiate, let us settle this. Then the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam began for send one companion to them. One part the man then come to the Holy Prophet and say, like I do to Banu Nadir, allow you for go. Then when I will free now for take with property, with land, and self forgive or forgive we, like how you do with Banu Nadir. This now be them proposal that we go left, we go. Woman them and picking them, we go. And we will take as long as or as plenty as we come along, we will for take. But the Prophet didn't ever say no. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam didn't ever say no. He began for return to them, and then they began for engage and then discuss among themselves as to what they for do. Then the ambush began for continue. Then Ka'ab bin Asad began for talk to him people and say, by God, this na trial upon una. Una don't see what una the face now. I give una 3 condition. Una can take one by any 3. So he began for ask what they propose. Then Ka'ab began for say, we accept Tam as a true prophet, because by God, una don't already see that in a true prophet where God don't send, and this not a person where una they read about inside una book. And if we believe una property them and picking them and woman then go be safe, una know fully well that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam na a prophet, and we only afraid for join them. We only afraid for join them or accept them, and we don't stop them for the fact say because he come from Arab man them or not come from a Jewish tribe. This is not the reason why we do not believe in them. Ain't not a prophet. Now God never make him prophet, and now I'm for go against the agreement. But Uyay bin Akhtab being for convince me. Now it been still sitting near me and Ka'ab began for say, you remember Ibn Jawash? When I be an old scholar, you remember what he tell you, the tell been come to you, began for say, yes. That I don't left the land of dates and fountain, and I don't go to a barren land when I only mustard seed and get as food. And Ka'ab being therefore say, I don't give you good news that a prophet will come from that place there. And if are they alive, I go support them. If he come after me, nobody not for deceive una about that prophet there. Una not for reject them, una for must obey them and become and una for become empathy. I believe in the book that revealed before, and I believe in the books that will come after. Una forgive me news that I support them, and me I believe in them. And when they hear this, the people of Banu Qurayza began for say, we never go against the decision of the Torah, and we never see anything. We never go against the Torah. And Ka'ab began for say, now it is up to una. If una want una woman and picking them for die, then una take up una sword for Faith Muhammad. Then nobody no will survive. Nobody no go there for decide except Allah. Then go decide between una and Muhammad. If we fight, now we go facing destruction. But if we win at this fight, then I tell una. On a woman then picking them go boku. Then the therefore say, if we kill them, we think go left. Then Kaab bin Gafo say, today na the night of the Sabbath, or tomorrow neng the Sabbath. So una ki attack them when another expect attack from we. And we go for do something we do not ever do it before. And then nobody take any proposal or suggestion from Kaab. Then another one, Umar bin Sauda bin Gafo say, all people of the Jewish tribe, all tribal men, when I make agreement with Muhammad, when I don't go against that agreement, they are not being they part of that agreement. And I not go they part of and this deception. If una refuse for join a religion, then una remain on Judaism. Una no go against them by fighting, and una no continue for give them jizya. Una will give them this tax. Then the Mingafo say no, we no go continue for give them any tax. It go better for fets and die. Then Amaro Bingafo say another part of una. Then that night, Bingafo left the fence. And Muhammad bin Maslama began for Siam as they pass near the Muslims. Then they began for ask him, what are you? He began for say, Mina Amar bin Sauda. Then Muhammad bin Maslama began for say, okay, then go.
Mukaramata. Oh God.
Oh God. Now make me deprive good people of their goodness. Then he began for go to the Prophet in mosque. Now the mosque, he began for sleep day. Then morning, he began for continue and left the place. And when they tell the Prophet about this, the Prophet began for say, now such kind person, where God don't save him because of insincerity and integrity. And also, so when they also become out of defense and can accept Islam and save themselves. Another incident there about Abu Lubaba, and they mention say the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam they don't increase the siege. And when this ambush here becomes so difficult for them on the night of the Sabbath, the Megafo sent a message that Abu Lubaba bin Munzir make them send them to you so that we could negotiate with them. And in Nawampa, they party them of Banu Qurayza, and a respectable person from the sub-tribe of Banu Aus. And when they see the woman them and the picking them, and therefore one go to Hazrat Abu Lubaba and start for cry, and Abu Lubaba being therefore become somehow soft. And Kaab bin Gafo say, oh Abu Lubaba, we don't choose you without any doubt that we not got no choice but for believe the Prophet in decision. Then Abu Lubaba bin Gafo say, yes. Otherwise, don't go slaughter ona. Then bin Gafo show them a sign, say otherwise una go die. Then he began for say, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Because at that time he began for realize sometimes it don't signal then die one. And then he began for take another different routes where he return to the Prophet. Then he began for tie himself na one part the pillar them na the Prophet in mosque, and he began for say, I not go left unless and until I die, or Allah send a decision concerning me. Then he began for say, I began for make a vow between myself and God say, I'm not gonna ever go back to Banu Qurayza. I'm not gonna go to a place which I don't show hypocrisy. And when the prophets can know about this, then the prophet began for say, Unalefam, until Allah decide if he been come to me, I before don't ask forgiveness for her. Then Hazrat Abu Lubaba explain and say, I been get boku pain, and for boku nights I not be able to drink or eat anything. I been therefore decide for remain in this condition until I die or Allah decide something for me. And I remember the nights where I've been there in that kind confused state. I see a dream. Usai abde wash na one water side, after which I began to become clean. Then he mentioned this dream to Hazrat Abu Bakr, and he say, you will get into a trial, but God will rescue you and you will be clean. And it be the hope for redemption from Allah. And then he began to say, I'll go na a place Usanabu for anything. Then the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam be used for see me before. And Ibn Hisham say, he began for day away for 6 nights, and eventually a verse began for kandong.
اعترفوا بذنوبهم خلقوا عسى
إن الله غفور رحيم. और कुछ दूसरे हैं
that some then they will don't confess their sins. And they don't make some of them good work and bad work. They don't make some of them good work with bad work. Allah not the most forgiving and often returned with repentance. This verse been condoned in relation with Abu Lubaba. Hazrat Aisha say, I see the Holy Prophet the smile early in the morning. Then I began to say, O Prophet of Allah, make Allah keep you smiling all the time. Why you the smile? I began to say some good news there for Abu Lubaba. Hazrat Aisha say, you know, allow me for pass the news, make me be the first person for do so. I began to get permission for do so. And Hazrat Aisha say, I began to go to Abu Lubaba, close to in house in the mountain, and say, oh Abu Lubaba, rejoice. Allah don't forgive you. Gladly Allah don't forgive you. Now for Lefam, Ibn for say no, I don't want anybody for release me except the Holy Prophet. Then when the Prophet Ibn for go there, Ibn for go untie him from whose side he don't tie himself. Then Ibn for say, O Prophet of Allah, I now want for go back whose side I commit this sin. And all my property and waiting ever I get, I want for sacrifice in the way of Allah. Then the Prophet Ibn for say, O Abu Lubaba, now for take 1/3 of your property for yourself. Nevertheless, I will touch on them details there. We know the inside the Sia Sita. Nevertheless, all the details that I don't touch on, we know the inside Sahih Bukhari, and the inside other historical book them. They also mention, say, in some books of history that when the ambush been go on for long, the Prophet ﷺ being therefore suggest that we for send some people when I party them, we get party with them people there for go na them fence for find out as to what for do with them. One representative they will then send. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam when Abu Lubaba be enter, then they call for an ally where they may know. And I mean, for see when once you see one power ally, now for come, and when they come, and all for go around them and tell them where for them and pick them, so all go around them and then cry. And when Abu Lubaba come, they may for say, look at we condition. Then Abu Lubaba may for say, yes, I understand, and I see. Which one I think so I will do it we. I been for signal them say I go cut and throw. But Abu Lubaba I been for feel so remorseful ever since that he also been for became remorseful after that. And self been for tie himself now one party pillar then at the mosque until when the Holy Prophet been for forgive him and been for lose him afterwards. And Manu Quraida then be determined the number one for take the Holy Prophet in decision. I will carry on with the same discussion inshallah in the next sermon. For Jama'at member in Pakistan, therefore also pray for themselves because now the condition done the worse for them. Let me hope that the condition will improve, and for all the one them where they in Pakistan and other side them, therefore pray for the brother them, make Allah help them. And self una for pray for the Ahmadi in Bangladesh, una pray for una self, make Allah help each and everyone and save and protect everybody in Bangladesh, in Nigeria, in Algeria, or wherever they're in the world, whether they're in trouble, make Allah protect them. And for the one that will be facing trial, make Allah strengthen the iman, the faith. And I also remember brother them na Sudan, Jama'at member themselves then na Sudan. Now the same one them where they recite La ilaha illallah na they suffer today. And the non-Muslims them we don't they mercilessly attack Muslims them on for pray. Pray make Allah make America and Israel for make them not go destroy the world and make them not go cause the world or lead the world to destruction, and make Allah help the entire world. Make Allah help them for make them go end in differences. And we go only see Allah in promise. The Muslims them for be true Muslims them. And make Allah give strength to the Muslims them for become brothers them against this bad thing them what they do. Ameen. Allahumma ameen.
ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله ونشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله